I'm particularly concerned about are the latest efforts of cartels to send rainbow fentanyl into our borders, across our borders. I'm sure, Mr. Perez, you're familiar with this, the phenomenon of rainbow fentanyl, which is made to look like a candy. In fact, obviously, it's an extremely deadly drug.
Yes, sir, generally familiar with it.
Is it safe to say that the Mexican cartels are using rainbow fentanyl as a deliberate attempt to drive addiction among young people, among kids and young adults? Victims ought to be able to sue Snapchat and any other big tech platform that traffics in this kind of illegal activity. And until Congress changes the law to allow victims and parents to sue, I think that this is just going to continue to go on. Just refer back to what this mother said, the Snap CEO said to her, it's your fault. We don't really have any idea about it. This is after she told them it was on their platform. And by the way, they know. I mean, if these guys can direct the most precision advertising to you using their AI algorithms, you think they don't know that there's this kind of advertising all over their platform? They know. And then they said, the get out of jail free card, you can't sue us because we're protected under Section 230. I've said this time and time again. It is time for this Congress to take action.
Welcome back to the Patriot Lens, the place where we cut through the noise and tell you the truth about what's happening to our country. If you're tired of watching our leaders shrug their shoulders while American families are being destroyed by fentanyl and the predatory tactics of big tech, you're in the right place. Today we're going to break down something that should make every American stand up and demand action. I'm talking about the testimony in Congress about how Mexican drug cartels are flooding our country with fentanyl, and how social media companies like Snapchat are basically rolling out the red carpet for them to target our children. Let's start with the basic fact. Fentanyl is now the #1 killer of Americans aged 18 and over. Let that sink in. Not cancer. Not car crashes. Fentanyl. A synthetic opioid so powerful that 2 milligrams, about the size of a few grains of salt, can kill you dead. And here's what's worse. We don't produce it here in Missouri or Texas or any of our states. It's being trafficked in from across the southern border, truckload after truckload, because our federal government has refused to secure it. And if you dare point that out, you get called every name in the book. But the truth is the truth. Open borders mean open season on the American people. Now, you'd think that would be bad enough. Thousands of families devastated by overdoses. But these cartels aren't stopping there. No, they've upped the ante with something called rainbow fentanyl, pills that look like Skittles or Sweet Tarts. They are deliberately packaging poison to look like candy to target children and young adults. Ask yourself, what kind of evil does it take to do that? And who's helping them distribute this poison to your kids? Big tech companies like Snapchat, TikTok, and Instagram are letting drug dealers use their platforms to advertise, communicate, and